So, I'm back with another part two of my mock. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back. That was my intro. Welcome to mock draft part two. Okay, so the Jets have the 11th pick, and they're up. They need a wide receiver. That's the most, in my opinion, their biggest draft need. They're going to get the best wide receiver in this draft, CeeDee Lamb. Now, what do I think of CeeDee Lamb? I think he's the most athletic person in this draft. Obviously, the most athletic wide receiver in this draft. He's very fast. He needs to work a little bit on his route running. But yeah, he's pretty good. He's the best wide receiver. Better than Jared George. Better than Harry Ruggs. Now, the Jets could have taken an offensive lineman here. But when you can take the best wide receiver in the draft, wide receiver is a huge draft need for you. Why not take CeeDee Lamb? Now, the Raiders have the 12th pick in this draft. And they're going to take the Oakland Raiders. Before we get into who they're going to take, what are their draft needs? Well, mainly wide receiver. That's why they're going to take the second best wide receiver in this draft, Jerry Jeudy. I'm not pronouncing that right. Jerry Jeudy comes out of Alabama. Some people think he's better than CeeDee Lamb. I personally don't. I think personally CeeDee Lamb has more potential. Jerry Jeudy, I'm not pronouncing that right. What's one con? Injury history. There's a lot of concern there. There's some teams that won't take him in the first round because of the concern of injury. Now the 49ers have the 13th pick in the draft, acquired in a trade with the Colts spot if you're going to trade it away. So they're going to take Henry Ruggs, who's the best wide receiver still on the board. Is a great route runner, which is perfect for the 49ers because Kyle Shanahan likes to have his wide receivers run precise, each wide receiver, but they have precise routes in San Francisco. One concern for him is his ability to beat press coverage off the line, but hopefully as he gets better or gets more accustomed to the league, he'll get better at that. The Buccaneers are up next with the 14th pick in this draft. Their need, or their most pressing need, is offensive line, as they just acquired the Tom Brady, and he likes to sit in the pocket a lot. So they're going to take Mahik Beckham. I'm not pronouncing that right. He's going to fill their hole at left tackle and right tackle. He can't play guard as well. He cannot play guard as well as the tackle positions. He's a good prospect. The concern is how he defends how he protects against the run. But he's a good pass protector. Now the Broncos are up next with the 15th pick. And their biggest need is wide receiver. But I had them take cornerback CJ Henderson out of Florida. Why did I do that? Because CJ Henderson is really good. He's the third best cornerback, or the second best cornerback in this draft. And all the wide receivers that are worthy of a first-round pick are kind of gone by this point. They could trade up. This could be a possible pick that they trade up from, but I don't do trade-ups in mock drafts. But CJ Henderson, he's a good pick for them. He could be their number one cornerback. So the Falcons have the 16th pick in this draft, and I have them taking Christian Fulton. They need a cornerback. Christian Fulton, he's a pretty good one. He has to work on his tackling, though, and staying in coverage, in press coverage. He's very good at zone coverage, but has to work on his man coverage. But Christian Fulton is going to be a good prospect in this, player in this league. So Cowboys, they need help on their defense. And I have them taking Kevon Chaisson. Kevon Chaisson comes out of LSU. Why do I think he can help the Cowboys? Specifically, I think the Cowboys need an edge rusher. And the cornerbacks left in the secondary.
by
did not make as much of an impact as
Jason. Caleb on Jason.
one concern for him is his injury
This is
history.
without
He tore his
Clyde
ACL
Edwards-Helaire.
in 2018, although he was pretty healthy this year. It obviously is a concern because tore ACL is never good. Now at 19, the Miami Dolphins have this pick, and this is a hard one. Actually, excuse me, 17. The Miami Dolphins have it. 18, excuse me, the Miami Dolphins have this pick. This one's hard because there are two good options in Xavier McKinley and Josh Jones. They both filled two good holes for them, the offensive line and the secondary. But I got to go with Josh Jones. As they drafted QB in this draft, and their right tackle needs some help, or excuse me, left tackle needs some help. He can obviously help with that, as he's a pretty good left tackle. The one concern is obviously that he played primarily at left tackle. That's a concern because you want offensive linemen to be flexible and play more than one position. Now at 19, the Raiders are picking. I have them taking a QB, and you're like, even though they got Derek Carr and they got Marcus Mariota. Well,
Jordan
those are
Love,
not
he's going to
too
try
long.
to going deep down the
They're gonna
field
take
for
Jordan Love.
Tompkins.
He's been rising up in the draft boards. Some of that's fair, some of that's just hype. One concern for him is his deep throws. He completed only 31.8% of them. So he's gonna have to work on accuracy when throwing long in the field. And he doesn't have to start right away, as the Raiders kind of had 2 first-round picks. Not their first-round picks. One of them first-round picks don't have to make a complete impact right away. So they can have him sit a year or two, and then eventually he'll grow and play well for them. The Jaguars have the 20th pick in this draft, and they're going to continue to focus on their defense, as I have them taking Xavier McKinley as safety. He'll help the Jaguars secondary. A little bit about him. He's from Alabama. Pretty good. Some people are underrating him.
That's that look that Alabama gives.
I don't know. It's just how the draft works. There are risers and there are people who fall for no reason in the draft board for no reason, I guess. One concern, though, is how he's going to recognize zone coverage as a safety. That's very important. But I believe that he'll do that, and he'll learn how to do that, and he'll be a pretty good safety and an impact player. The last draft pick in this mock. Eagles have the 21st pick. They're going to take Justin Jeffords out of LSU. Why are they taking this? Because they need a wide receiver. They finally get the wide receiver that they've been wanting forever. Howie Roseman finally drafts a wide receiver. One concern for him, press coverage.
Burrow over the middle. Good crisp throw there for the first down.
When he's faced with press coverage, he's just not that very good at it. Not getting very good at getting open. But I think he'll be a pretty good wide receiver in this league. So that was part 2 of my NFL mock draft. Final video is coming out soon. So see you then.